Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio episode 29, and we have Swifty Blue in the house. Once again, before we continue our interview, there is something that I actually want to play because it pertains to this interview. I want to ask him something about this little video clip that we're about to play. This video clip is actually Snoop doing a radio interview, and I thought he said something very important for this younger generation pertaining to music. So we're going to go ahead and roll that clip, and then I'm going to go ahead and ask Swifty a question that was, if you will, encouraged by this interview. Go ahead, Johnny.
This style gonna live forever because it's mine, and nobody could do my style. Now the ones who creating it gonna live forever, but the ones who duplicating gonna fall off. And there's a lot of duplicating going on. I hear the same sound a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Even the same beat style.
A lot. And it used to be a time where back in the days you couldn't do that. That was called biting. If I took your shit and put it on my shit, that's biting. There was no two rappers who rapped the same in the 80s. There was no two, it was the only two rappers that was similar was Dana Dane and Slick Rick. They was similar, but they wasn't the same.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a rap historian. In the 90s, there was no two rappers that rapped the same.
Yeah, that biting shit was not going
2000, it's 100 niggas that rap the same. I represent hip hop, man. I don't understand nothing else but it, but I respect the youngsters. I respect the movement because it's a young man's game, and I've always been like that. That's why they call me Uncle Snoop, because I never disrespected them. I've always treated them as my nephews. Even if I didn't like their shit, I never told them I don't like it. I tell them, look, maybe you should try to be a little bit more original and not follow the fad. You know, because the fad is only a fad. That rap style is going to play out in a minute, but if it's yours, it's going to live on forever. Just like when T-Pain came out. T-Pain was the shit. Then everybody took his auto-tune
and went with it.
Now where's T-Pain?
So now, my question to you is this, Swift. You rapping today, the year is 2020. There's a lot of rappers that sound the same, even a lot of the music that sounds the same. If I was somebody from a record label and you brought your music to me, before I press play on your music, I would ask you one question. How are you different from any other rapper out there rapping today? What would be your best answer?
You know what? I'm the only Hispanic that sounds the way I do.
Okay.
You know, I stand apart. You could have 10 homies and, 10 other Hispanics on the same record, and one Swifty Blue stands up, one Swifty Blue verse comes on, you are off the drip. Hey, that's Swifty Blue. You just know because he sounds so different. You get what I'm saying? I just have a style, a lingo. It's different.
Okay.
It's different. It's not your typical Chicano rap. It's not your typical,
right.
What you expect. You just.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm glad you answered it the way you did, because most people that I presented that question to got stuck. They didn't know how to answer. They just said, here's how most people would answer. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. Like, that was their best answer. But you knew what you wanted to say because you believe in yourself. You believe in your style. And what Snoop was saying there, and I agree with him, that those that have their own style, their own original style, are the ones that are going to outlast those that are copying everybody else. Okay? You have your own sound, you have your own style. That's what makes you unique, and that's why you believe in yourself, that I'm different. Not necessarily that you're going to be better than everybody else, but you're different, and that's why you stand out the way you do.
Yeah, it's just like food. Like, you go get tacos, certain places got better sauces, better meats than other places. So it's like, they got a good flavor right here. You're gonna come to the spot because of the flavor that they have, the sauces. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's with the rap music. We got a certain flavor, certain sauce that other artists don't have. So other restaurants, they don't have this. It doesn't taste the same. So they gonna keep coming back to us, and it's just a taste that you're always gonna remember. Like, hey, that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the McDonald's fries. Everybody knows what they taste like. You could have a test of fries and be like, these are from Tams, these are from Louis Burgers, these are from McDonald's, these are from Rally's. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? A lot. Some hamburger places, they taste the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tams and the Doubles burgers, they kind of taste the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So why even go there?
So exactly, but like if you want something that tastes this way, you know where to go. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's just we got our own flavor, our own sauce.
And that, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm happy with your answer because, again, the way Snoop said it was in the 80s and 90s, no two rappers sounded the same. Now, let me ask you a question, another question pertaining to this interview that we showed you. If you would have came out in the 90s, do you think you would still be making noise the way you are today?
You know what? If I would have came out in the 90s, if that was my era, it would have been a little different, you know. I'm not accustomed to. I was raised in the 90s, but I didn't grow up in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I was a baby. I was born in 95. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe if I adapt to the culture and if I was on game and if I had the right resources, potentially. But it's a game of probability. It's probability. You know, if I didn't have the resources or whatnot, it would have been tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
potentially, if I had the right resources, whatnot, you know what? I think maybe so, for the simple fact that I'm in Paramount. I'm down the street from Long Beach. So I'm down the street from Snoop Dogg. I'm down the street from Compton. I'm down the street from, Easy. I'm down the street from Dr. Dre.
Right.
So it's like, imagine I'm out here trying to push my records. You know what I'm saying? All I got to do is take a drive over the bridge and be like, hey, let me go. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on these parking lot pimp on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like I'm not too far out the picture. So it's
Right.
like, I think I would have had probability, like, a little better on my side,
Dope. And you like a lot of 90s beats anyway, so.
Yeah, man. I like I said, we gonna remake a lot of stuff. We're gonna redo a lot of stuff. Hopefully, we could create some original stuff. But yeah, we got some stuff coming,
Now here's an off the wall question.